Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Katesbookdate. I'm an author. We are working on a book. As always, as usual, we're working on Sweet Spire Book 2, which is the second book in my new small town romance series. Tell Me It's Right just came out in September. Tell Me It's Wrong comes out in April. And we are wrapping up essentially draft 2. And I got so much done over the past few days. I am thrilled. So we're basically about to move into a new stage of working on this book, so I thought I'd bring you along with me. So up until now, I've been adding a ton of scenes. There was a lot of like just little missing pieces randomly strewn throughout. It was really messy to string it all together. Now, and the ending needed more, so I needed to finish the ending and then also write the epilogue. I've now done all of that. There is one missing chapter left, like dead in the middle, because it contains characters from a future book. And so I feel like I need to figure out them and what their book's gonna look like and what their dynamic would be like at this point in their journey in order to write this scene. Even if they're only in it for like a second, I feel like I just need to figure them out first. So I haven't sat down to write that scene because I don't have enough information. I don't feel ready to write that scene. I really just need to sit down with like a notebook and brainstorm for like half an hour and just write down everything that comes to me, and then I'll figure it out. And then we will officially be done with this draft. So I sent the first 17 chapters to 2 beta readers. They both already got back to me with those. I sent the next chunk, I think it was like 18 through 30, to both of them. Haven't gotten that second chunk back from them yet, and I don't think I will for at least another week, which is good. I'm not ready to get it back yet. So my goal right now is to brainstorm and figure out how I'm gonna write that one remaining scene, and then also to go through that first section and implement the changes that I want from the feedback I've already gotten. So this morning, I've been kind of scrolling through their different feedbacks, comparing, deciding what I agree with, and just making basically a checklist for myself of things I know I want to change in that first part, as well as some things in later parts that like I can already tell I want to change. So that's where we're at. We have one more chapter to write, and we're making changes to the first part while we wait for feedback on the second. Our current word count is 77,267, which means this draft I think is gonna land exactly where I estimated. I thought this was gonna land around 80K. So once I finish writing this new chapter, I think it is gonna be just under 80K. Nice. I think those are all my updates. This video is being sponsored by Dossier. I have been back on my kick of wearing the scent that I used for my book Bloodless Ties. Dossier is a fragrance company that makes dupes for luxury scents at a much more affordable cost. Their perfumes are around $30 or $40, and they're inspired by really famous and expensive luxury scents. They've also launched their whole new branch of Dossier original perfumes as well. And for the past 2-3 years, I have paired one of their perfumes with each of my books. So while I work on the book, I only wear that perfume and I get like a scent association from it. So way back when, in 2021, 2022, when I was working on Bloodless Ties, my scent was ambery cedarwood, and to this day, this is one of my favorite perfumes of theirs. And so I've just been wearing this daily again, even though that book is long in the past. I never get more compliments than I do when I'm wearing this one. Highly recommend. It also, that scent association is so strong. As soon as I put it on, I could like picture that whole book, and I could just like, it just like took me back to being in that headspace of writing the book. It's very effective if you're a writer, and if you're not, I just recommend their perfumes because I like them. If you want to check them out, I'll have a link down below in the description. Use my code, use my link, it should get you some money off. Highly recommend. Clean, cruelty-free, vegan, sustainable packaging. They donate their returns to charity, and I'm someone who usually gets headaches from perfumes, and these don't give me a headache, so can't speak highly enough about them. If you're interested in more behind the scenes content, all of the Patreon content went up for the month. We've got this one talking all about behind the scenes on why my books are selling better than they ever have before right now. And then also a deep dive into the numbers for my most recent book release, Tell Me It's Right, and kind of how that release compares to how the books are selling now and what I'm doing differently now than I did during release. Basically, why is it selling better now than it did when I first released it, and my observations on the things that I tried for release, on what worked, what didn't work, and why. So if you're interested in the behind the scenes stuff I'm publishing in general, that's where you can find it over on Patreon, but those are the specific videos that just went up for November. And if you're not familiar, you get access to everything once you get over on the page, and there's like 500 backlogged posts. Sorry to do a little self plug, I just realized I like never remember to talk about it. If you want to see what kinds of videos I've done in the past, I have a master list down below in the description. It's Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock. We got the whole day ahead of us. I actually don't have any more clients to do for this year. My December client ended up canceling on me, so we are free for the rest of the year. I just get to work on my books. I'm actually kind of excited about it. I think it's all gonna work out. I'll update you later. Also, we have a Mr. Dean helping. Max has taken off because I went downstairs this morning and she doesn't like it when I open the front door. It's very upsetting to her. we got sidetracked. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do a Black Friday sale this year, mainly just because of like the time commitment and like I didn't know if I wanted to spend my time fulfilling orders and whatnot. Then I took a look at just how many like damaged books I had lying around here, and I would love to get rid of them. So I'm doing a massive Black Friday sale. And the reason that I convinced myself to do it was like, well, you could just say that they're not gonna ship till the first week of December, so I don't have to worry about trying to ship them around like the holidays and my birthday. So yeah, I just updated my website. They're all up there if you wanna check them out. I'm gonna have it running through the rest of November. I just sold out of the omnibus. This is everything else that we have. Lots and lots of hardcovers of the Marionettes books, obviously. These aren't even all of book 4 because I use book 4s to hold up my laptop. I have so many hardcovers, but not very many of book 1 and book 3, which makes it a little inconvenient, but I have lots of paperbacks of book 3 and a few of book 1, and then I have a couple of Tell Me It's Right and one Breakable Thing. So I'm doing $10 for all of the hardcovers, $7 for paperback, and then obviously the omnibus is now gone. If people want a full set, save some money on, you know, which ones I do have, and I do have perfect condition copies available if they want to fill in the gaps. So we'll see. Even if I just get rid of some of these, I will feel better. Just get them out of here. Some of the misprints for these and why they're in this damaged section are so funny. Like, look at the bottom of this Bloodless Ties. How does that even happen? We have our usual funky misprints, like these are supposed to be cream paper and this is white paper, and they did it for several copies. So these ones are actually like perfect condition other than that. Can't even remember what's wrong with these. I feel like it was just like I didn't like how beat up the spines were. Some of these are leftover from my Kickstarter days, and some of the misprints are just so bizarre. Like, they did such a bad job of centering when they did the spine that literally the pages come out further than the end of the cover. Like, it's so unbalanced. Do you see that? Ridiculous. As you can probably hear with the wash going back there, we are in massive cleaning mode. It's very upsetting to poor Mr. Dean. It is noon. My parents get here tomorrow. They're actually traveling on Thanksgiving. So we are trying to get the apartment ready for them. As you can see, the Black Friday stuff. I started to pack things up, and then I just started stacking things over here, and I will pack them when I can. We're officially out of Bloodless Ties and the omnibus. I have one regular book 1 left, and then I have one with edges, and then a million of these random ones. No one has gone for paperbacks yet except for one of Tell Me It's Right. But I sent out a newsletter today, so we'll see. My posts on social media are being suppressed so badly. I'm like shadow banned. Like, I'm not even getting 100 views, and I have over 30,000 followers. So no one is seeing me post about having the sale. So that's excellent. We love that. Like, literally, these 36,000 people who followed me, who wanted to see my content, so glad that it's showing it to 137 people. So glad so many of those people actually get to see my content.